How's it going, guys? S1ippery Jim here with some more Modern Warfare 3 Survival Mode, and this time I'm bringing you Bakaara. Now, as you may know, the maps in Survival Mode, they have 4 tiers. The first tier is easy, the 4th tier is insane difficulty, and Bakaara is the very last map in insane difficulty. Now, this is my very first game in Bakaara, so it's not an expert guide or anything like that, but I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see the intensity and the difficulty of this map compared with the other maps like Village, which I'll be bringing you some gameplay from. So you do start off with 2 weapons in this map, and just as well 2 because you do face a lot harder enemy. So head straight up the back of this map here and find this little bungalow with 2 entrances. I'm kind of thinking about camping up here, but it's got 2 entrances, so the enemy can come in and flank me if I'm not careful. So it's probably not the best place to linger in, unless I get turrets later on, if I can last that long. I think I've got the M16 here as one of my starting weapons, which is a pretty decent weapon actually. This is a really big map compared to a lot of the maps, and it's a long distance between a lot of the armories, so that means you have to kind of mix up your strategies and be prepared to go for a bit of a marathon run if you need anything. Anyway, I find another little building here which only has 1 entrance, so I figure in solo this is probably a good one to camp in. And it's got this balcony area as well, which is pretty sweet for picking them off. But I found the best part of this little building here is this stairway that all the enemy just come up here. I mean, it's pretty short. You can't pick them off from a distance or anything, but you can basically beast mode it up as the enemy come up this stairway. And you can sort of back off a little bit if you need to around the corner and onto the balcony and drop down from the balcony. So it was actually not too bad to spot that one that I found. Anyway, we've just got 1 enemy left here, so I'm going to go down to one of the armories and think about buying something. As you can see, in this map you don't have self-revive to start with like you do in some of the easy survival mode maps. You just have body armor, I believe it is. And I decided to buy some flashbangs and frag grenades, and then I'm pretty much out of money. For some reason I get body armor, whatever. And claymores. As I've said before, I don't really find the body armor super useful. It does disappear if it gets hit a couple of times, so I'm not sure if it's worth it unless you give out loads of points. So there's my claymore went off, and we're getting the attack dogs already here at wave 3. But I actually like the suicide bombers and the attack dogs with the bomber vest, because they help you clear out the enemy down below. If you just hit their vest, they'll explode and detonate, taking out all the enemy around them, which is actually pretty good. So I'm just picking up what the dudes are leaving behind, and they'll gradually get better and better weapons, and we'll just pick them up as we go and grab them off the floor in this stairwell. So we've got the MP5 here, which isn't too bad at this level. Now, when it comes to survival mode, Modern Warfare 3, I'm still a little bit undecided about exactly how difficult it is compared to zombies, because I know when a new zombies map comes out, it can seem pretty difficult for the first day or so. Until you work out your strategies, you know exactly what to do and where to go and stuff like that. But first impressions is that survival mode is probably a little bit harder than zombies because you get flanked by the enemy. There's different types of enemies. They're a lot harder to kill. You get the attack helicopters in particular that make it problematic for you in the later rounds. And obviously when you've got the insane and advanced difficulty maps where you've got chemical warfare and stuff like that, it is pretty challenging, which is what I like. So I expect to get many hours of gameplay out of these maps. Okay, there's just one dude left here. And we'll take him out there to end wave 4. Then we'll head down and go to one of the armories. See what we can buy.
Predator missile ready for deployment.
So I'll get the Predator missile for later just in case there is a helicopter or a juggernaut I have to take out. Now one good thing about this little building that I've found is that it's right next to the air support armory, which is reasonably convenient. So you don't even get any grenades when you start in the insane difficulty maps, or at least in this one. So with this super camping strategy in this little building, you do get a lot of your kill streaks and your rampages happening because all the guys don't have a chance to get a shot off before you take them out as they come up these stairs. Now, obviously in the later rounds though, you're not going to be able to take out a juggernaut as he comes up there, and that's where you're going to have to mix it up a little bit. I mean, I'm no expert. I haven't really worked out a tactic on this map, but I'm just giving you guys a bit of gameplay so you can see the intensity of it on Bakaara. Okay, so wave 6 we're going to be expecting probably a juggernaut, and I'm just hanging out here near the air support armory in case I need more than one Predator. So I've got troops as well. And I hit the helicopter. I'm like, what the fudge? That was a direct hit, and it didn't get taken out. So the helicopters must be armored or something on this map. So I have another go at it, and I do take it out that time, thankfully. It'd be really good if there was some sort of a perk in this survival mode where you're undetectable to enemy air support. I think that'd be a good thing because I really do find those helicopters super annoying, and it gets taken out by them a fair bit in the higher rounds. So as you can see, we didn't just get a helicopter, we also got a juggernaut on this round, and it's only wave 6. What I think would be useful is if juggernauts showed up on the UAV as a slightly different icon, so you knew which ones they were on the mini-map. So I'm just trying to soften him up with my frag grenades. But I really need to go back for some ammo now because I'm just about out. And the other thing is that in this map they took out the little minigun that was in that helicopter wreckage that you can use in multiplayer. That would have been pretty cool if you could operate it in survival mode. I mean, it wouldn't make it that much easier because you get flanked from behind all the time, but it would still be pretty cool. Okay, there's the weapons armory that I wanted. You can see that how far across the map you have to go. So I was thinking about waiting for him in that little building, but then I realised that there was no cover up through this alleyway. Anyway, took him out there. Finally, at the end of wave 6, we move on to wave 7 here in Bakaara. And I would have liked to have had 7 grand for an LMG, but unfortunately beggars can't be choosers, so I'll have to wait on that. And the one thing about this little building is that there's not really a good place to put a turret either, unfortunately. So just got the one dude left here. Now I've got a good amount of money here, so I'm thinking about heading to one of the armories and spending the cash. So I'm actually going to head down here towards the weapons armory. And I will get my LMG here. And I've picked up the ACR from the dudes when they died. Should be an upgrade on the AK. Just trying to find that building again. Like, where the hell is it? Look for the little balcony thing. I haven't got too much ammo on this thing though, so I'm gonna have to venture down the stairs to pick some up if I need to. Have got the LMG in reserve. So whip out the LMG here and just finish off these last couple of dudes. Alright, grab some ammo and I'll take a sprint over to the armory. And it's only wave 9 next round, so probably don't need a predator at this point. What I'll do is head down and probably pick up a turret instead. Maybe some grenades.
Sentry gun ready for deployment.
Don't really have much time to waste down there, so I'll head back to that building.
Be advised, enemy forces are moving chemical elements near your position.
And we've got the chemical warfare dudes in this wave 9. So I'm not too sure if the chemicals will damage the enemy as well, but if so, that's probably going to be useful for us, because they'll fill the bottom of the building up with their chemical poisons, and hopefully that does some damage to the enemy coming up the stairs for us. So they've got the PP90 submachine guns now, so I don't really want to swap out for that. It's a good weapon in multiplayer for sure, but like, I don't even know why they have so many choices of handgun and stuff in survival mode, because you're never going to go and buy a handgun out of the armory unless you're mental. Alright, wave 9 done, and going down to the old explosives and equipment armory. Should have changed my mind, or I get lost, not too sure. So I think at this point I'm like, we'll get some flashbangs, stuff like that. Now, I have put that turret, that grenade turret, up on the balcony, but unlike on some other maps, like, this is probably not a great position to put a turret. It doesn't seem to be doing that much damage in that spot, but there's no other place to really put it if I'm going to camp in this building. Well, a lot of those dudes have gas masks on, so maybe the chemical poison doesn't affect them. I'm not too sure. And that's wave 10. So I'm considering getting the riot squad. I've found one problem that you do get when you're camping in little buildings in survival mode with the riot squad is that they do block the doorways off, and it's super annoying. You can't get through the doorway and they don't move out of the way sometimes. So anyway, I do call them in and they'll be in the downstairs part of this building. And we do get 2 juggernauts in this wave, as well as 1 attack helicopter, so it's pretty intense. And as soon as you get a juggernaut, you can't really linger in this building anymore, because they'll just come marching up the stairs and take you out if you hang around. So I'm just waiting for them to start coming up the stairs, and I'll dive out the balcony. So here he comes now, and they've taken out my sentry gun, or the helicopter took it out anyway. And I get trapped by the other juggernaut coming through the bottom of the building. There you go, guys. That was my first game on Bakaara. Hope to bring you some much higher rounds than that. But leave your thoughts, comment, rate, all that good stuff. For now, Super Jim out. Thanks for watching.